Hello. What is up, party people? How are we? Okay, let's break this down really quick. Another live podcast episode for you guys. It's going to be a good one today. What's up? Okay, we're telling followers you have a live video. Paste. Summary yourself is not the answer. Okay, cool. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Blah, 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 blah. Live podcast. Yes. Yes. Okay, is starving yourself the answer? Okay, let's break this down really quick because your boy is ready to serve. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Look at all these people. Kim, what's good? George, Jenny, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Hope you guys are having the best Monday of your entire fucking lives. Let's get it, okay? We're going to count this down. 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, mother truckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your favorite online trainer coach out. Let's get it. In today's episode, we're breaking down a few things in a commonly asked question that I have received over and over again. So you can see the title, Starving Yourself to Lose the Weight. Now, it's a little bit of some clickbait, but I shouldn't even say that because at the end of the day, I think a lot of us feel like, okay, well, if I move more and eat less, then I should be on the right track. Well, the problem is that if you're not eating adequate calories in the proper amount that you should be having every single day, if anything, you could be doing more harm than good. So if you're resonating with that at all, let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you're on the replay, on the audio podcast, let me know. Shoot me a DM if you've ever struggled with that before. Because here's the thing. When I first started my fitness journey, I thought that it's funny. I think back to like 2015, 2016, I want to say, when I was like in my first few years. And I literally was just doing chicken and lettuce every single day. I literally thought that carbs were the enemy and that, I actually needed to starve myself and do hours of cardio every single day. And the reason why that's something that's doing a lot of damage to your body is because we need a certain amount of calories every single day to function at an optimal level. So to break this down as simply as I possibly can, based on your height, weight, age, activity level, your goals, we have a set number of maintenance calories per se that we need to be having per day. Okay. If you see the smoke, I have some incense going. Okay. I don't smoke weed. So for those who are on the live, that's what that is. Okay. So we're breaking down this concept. Should you starve yourself to lose weight? It's not the answer. Cause like, I love my mom to death. Mom, if you're listening to this, I love you. But my mom is guilty of this as well. Like she'll kind of just like let herself go for a few months. And then, oh, well, I have this wedding coming up and I really want to lose 20 pounds. Okay. Well, if you want to lose 20 pounds, it's going to take more than 2 months to get there without crash dieting. And this is the issue, is that we do nothing. And all of a sudden we want to flip a switch and we want to be like, okay, I want to be fit now because I just decided, but that's not how it fucking works. Okay. So here's the thing. If you're going from not tracking your calories at all to like really trying to restrict yourself, track 0 to 100 and do all this shit, you're setting yourself up for failure and burnout. Why? Because it's not something that's sustainable. So what is something that is sustainable? Understanding where your maintenance calories are and then just subtracting like 200-300. So the point is, a calorie deficit is the driving factor. So basically, we just need to be burning more calories. It doesn't need to be a drastic thing. And I think this is where a lot of people get confused. We think that we have to have this enormous calorie deficit and to drop the weight, right, and get towards the goal. But it's something that is just a slight decrease. So for argument's sake, let's say your maintenance calories is at 1,800. From a coaching perspective, in a healthy, sustainable way, it would make sense to put you at like maybe 16 to 15, the lowest. Anything below that, long term, if you're sitting at that calorie threshold, you could be doing metabolic damage to your body, impacting your hormones, your stress. All these things are playing a huge factor in that, because when you're consuming your daily nutrients, your proteins, your carbs and fats, and certain foods that we're getting these micronutrients from, because not sure if you guys are aware of this, but all these types of foods have micronutrient value. What that means is certain vitamins and minerals that you're getting from the foods. Like, let's make the example of fish for a second. Fish has omega-3 fatty acids, which is good for your overall heart health. Now, if you're consuming more fish, you will get that. If you're not, that's why people supplement with that. Topic for another day. Basically, what I'm trying to allow you guys to understand is that these foods have these nutritional values from them. Excuse me. Why is that important? Because if we're able to get a certain amount of vitamins and minerals and nutrients from our food, then not only do we not need to supplement with certain things, right? But it's positively impacting our body, which is what we need to function at an optimal level. You guys will probably coincidentally notice that the better you eat, the higher of quality of foods that you have, the better you feel internally. You just feel good, right? You guys ever notice that? The better I eat, the better I feel. There's really no accident there, okay? So it's understanding that, because I think a lot of people feel like, okay, well, I need to fucking slash my calories and do so much cardio because I want to lose 20 pounds for this wedding. Well, if you just coasted right below maintenance for a little bit and you were consistent with that and you understood how to track and what foods that you should be having, then you wouldn't need to do that. The problem is so many people just let go, take their foot off the gas, press the fuck it button. And that's why you continuously fall victim to this cycle. You guys resonating with that at all? If you are, let me know. I see it too often, and I just don't want you guys to be dealing with that. Jenny, you said you're guilty of that. Listen, I've been guilty of that as well. You know, it's something that easily gets overlooked in our journey. So I wanted to address that. Okay. So Jenny, I really appreciate you opening up and being honest with that, because I'll be honest, that's why I'm recording this episode, is because I used to do that shit. You know, like I truthfully didn't understand what macros or nutrition or tracking any of that shit was just a few years ago, because quite honestly, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's something that is taught in schools. So we don't really have, like, let's be honest, you guys truly know how to read food labels, how to track your nutrition, where you should be eating, you know, how to like strategically do all these things? Probably not, which is why I'm like fired up about it. So if we're going back to the idea of, hey, here's my maintenance calories, again, hypothetically, let's just make the example of you're about 100, right? So if I want to in a calorie deficit because that's what's needed to lose body fat, then I shouldn't go from 1800 to 1000. Eating 1000 calories a day is something that is, one, not sustainable, and two, is only setting yourself up because you can't abide by it. You're like going to like think about it all the time, because I've been there. You know, like I thought literally just egg whites and fucking turkey slices and chicken lettuce all day was going to be the answer for me. You know, I didn't understand that until you broke it down. See, good. And this is why we're doing that, because I get this question pretty much every single day, and I see it quite often in the space. So that's why it's important to talk about these things, because in our program, our clients get the exact amount of calories, proteins, carbs, and fats that they need. And not only that, but it's also updated based on their progress. So this is another thing too that gets overlooked, is like, well, I have this set map. Is that ever going to change? If anything, yes, because as you progress in your journey, your is going to change. Your basic metabolic rate is going to change. For those who don't know, your BMR is basically the amount of calories that you burn at rest. And the deeper you get into the journey, the more muscle that you have, the higher that's going to be, requiring more food. So this is where reverse dieting comes into, like, not to confuse and throw too many trainer terms at you at once, but simply put, right, if we're thinking about that maintenance level, we drop it just below, you're consistent with that for a few months, you get to a place where maybe you drop 15, 20 pounds in a nice healthy spot. So let's break that down even further. The healthy, sustainable fat loss range is about 1 pound per week. So you could expect about 4 pounds per month. So 2 months, 8 to 9 pounds is like a healthy threshold for someone who's like not crash dieting. That's what I recommend for my clients, right? So if you're in range to be doing that, how long would it take you to get to your goal? Probably a little bit longer than you thought, right? And that gets frustrating because we want to really fast track the result. We want to get it like tomorrow. But then I would challenge you and ask you the question of, well, what is the rush? Why do you need to get there tomorrow? And if we just proactively understand that, hey, I probably should be doing things a little bit differently, right? But a lot of people, quite honestly, are just not even aware of this or reluctant to accept it, because we have this ego in place that says, I know it all. I know how to do this. I don't need a coach. I don't need a trainer. Honestly, but the most successful clients that I have are the ones that don't have an ego, are the ones that are constantly surrendering to the process, who check in, who ask questions, who are molded into this student mentality, because that's what I embody. And that's why I continuously see progress every single week in all aspects of my life for that exact reason. Okay. So if we're talking about starving yourself to lose weight, it's not the answer. It's not sustainable, right? If you go from having pizza and donuts and sitting on the couch all day, and then you're just going to slash that in half, of course, you're going to want to binge. Of course, you're going to want to go back to your old ways because that's all you fucking know. So incrementally, how do we change that? It's about doing things small and slowly, right? You can't just like try and eat the whole pizza pie at once, for a different analogy. Maybe that's a bad analogy that I probably shouldn't be making, but think about it. If you had this huge pizza pie, you wouldn't just try and stuff it all in your mouth at once. You would do one slice at a time, and you would take your time and chew and breathe, I would hope, right? But that's something that I really wanted to share with you guys today, because I think it's something that really gets misconstrued in the fitness space, that, okay, well, the less that I eat and the more that I move, the better I will look and feel. And that's not always the case. Again, just to recap really quick, if you just ate few hundred calories below your maintenance level, you were strategically getting steps every day, an adequate amount of protein, sleep, water, and you properly strength train 3-4 days a week, that will put you in a much better position, because that is something healthy and sustainable that you could really stick to. Again, 1 pound of fat per week, 4 pounds for the month. That's usually the healthy, sustainable range that I would recommend for my clients. And if you'd like more clarity on that, let me know. Just shoot me a message over on my Instagram. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for spending a couple minutes with me. Hope you got some value. If you did, let me know. Peace, love, and protein. We'll see you guys in the next one. Let's freaking get it. Okay, I'm out. I have a call. I love you guys. Hope you have the best day. We'll talk soon. Peace.